We were just in here with Marcus Semien, and he was talking about how he just wants to. He's been known to be a leader for a long time. He's captained another team, but he's just been known to or wants to be himself here. How do you see the leadership group with somebody like Semien coming in from a different team?
Yeah, you just mentioned this is a guy that he's been on that role before. He's been on winning teams. He's been in this league for a long time, and the one thing from him is he leads by example. We have a bunch of leaders on that clubhouse, and he's another one. You know, a guy that we're counting on, not only posting and playing and performing, but just with the way he works, with the way he goes about his business. That's the way he does it. He's pretty quiet. He's not a guy that is going to be saying much, but he just the way, like I said, the way he prepares and the way he goes about his business. He leads by example.
What have you learned about communicating with clubhouse leadership now in your third season here?
Yeah, I think it's always important. Since I became a coach at this level, the communication is always important, whether you're established player or what you consider one of the leaders on a clubhouse or a guy that just comes up to the league, right? You always need to have a certain guys that will police some of the things that happen in there. The good thing is we got a bunch of them here.
With Semien, just how do you feel about that up the middle defense now when you add him to Lindor?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been a huge topic as soon as our season was over, right? Improving the defense and acquiring a player that caliber and what he brings to the table on the defensive side of the ball is elite. Guy that's won a Gold Glove. The biggest thing is he had to work really hard to get to this level, and he'll continue to do that. That's part of who he is, part of his routine. But a guy that plays the position with ease, and it's important, for us to have him now with Francisco up the middle, and then you add a guy like Robert in center field. You're looking at a pretty good up the middle defensive team.
After getting their first taste of big league action last year, what are your thoughts on Tong and McLean, especially since it sounds like they're going to be counted on pretty heavily this year?
Yeah, they are going to be a big part of this team moving forward. The good thing is they both showed up healthy in good spots. We saw it with Jonah yesterday, using all of his pitches, 2 ups. We saw it with Nolan today. It was pretty electric, what we saw today with 3 ups already. Again, they went through a lot, especially what we faced towards the end of last year, where we were in the middle of a pennant race, and making their debut here at this level wasn't easy, and they handled it pretty well. We're expecting both of those guys to contribute to our rotation and for years to come.
Carlos, you've been around a lot of good infielders in your life in baseball. What is it specifically about Marcus's game out there that makes him so good defensively?
Yeah, look, the range obviously is something that the numbers will tell you. But just watching him today, taking routine ground balls, how clean he catches the baseball. That ball goes in the glove cleanly. And when you see an infielder that he's always on his toes, he's always bouncing around, that tells you right there that there's the reason why he's that good. He's bouncing, he's light on his feet, and with the way that ball goes in the glove, he's pretty clean.
What was JP's report card behind the plate?
And he was dialed today. He was pretty good. I thought he was perfect there. Yeah, I thought a couple of challenges there, and he got it right. He take pride on.
Was with part of the ABS thing with the spring training, Carlos, do you think the advantage is maybe showing guys maybe that they're not as good at it as they think they are?
We saw it last year. We saw it last year in spring training, guys being run, and that's why being an umpire is not an easy job, because sometimes people complain, and then when, all right, here's the challenge system, go ahead, and they put it up in the board, and it's like, man, I missed that one big time. So I like it. We'll see.
Do you have to, just in general, Carlos, to preach to guys to be, I know in the emotions of games that it's going to be hard to rein guys in from trying to challenge, or can you have any type of general commentary to the guys?
Yeah, so there's been a lot of back and forth a lot of meetings about the ABS and the strategies and things like that. The biggest thing for me, I want players to be baseball players, right? I want pitchers to pitch. I want hitters to hit, and catchers to catch the baseball. You know, I don't want hitters trying to be an umpire. I don't want pitchers to be an umpire. They got to go out there and play the game. As spring training progress, we'll see. Everybody's going to be free to challenge in spring training. If they want to challenge, go ahead, and then we're going to start tracking who's good and who's not, and then we'll come up with some guidelines, right? But yeah, so right now it's pretty fluid. We're going to go out and try it and go from there.
With Nolan's earlier ramp up because of the WBC, and I think his max is 113 innings. I mean, how do you manage that workload throughout the season? Yeah,
I mean, it's something that we have to be mindful. But this another one that he was 3 ups today and 44 pitches. So I asked, where is this compared to where he was last year at this time of the year? It's actually the same thing. So yes, the intensity of those innings playing for USA is a different animal. But again, this guy came in, he prepared himself for this just like last year. His routine is amazing. He every day, everything that he does is with purpose, is with intent, and with intention. So it'll be something that not only we will do with Nolan, we will do with every starter. Making sure that in order for us to get to where we want to get, we need those guys healthy and taking the baseball. So.
Devin was slated to throw live EP today. Was everything all right there?
He ended up throwing it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he threw 1 in 19 pitches.
Okay.
Yeah.
First challenge.
Challenge that one.
Another bullpen from Minter. Just going back to last year, how big of a blow was that when you guys lost him for the rest of the season, and what could he mean for this team this season?
We felt it right away. He was part of the reason we got out of the gate the way we did. By the time we got to the 7th or 8th inning, it was pretty much game over when you handed the ball to those guys back there, and he was a part of that. He goes down, and we felt it the whole year. Having a lefty that can get righties out, because nowadays with guys playing matchups and platoons and things like that, when you got a lefty, not only is a left-on-left matchup that you're going to get, you're usually getting at least a one pinch hitter there. So, and he's got that ability to get right-handed hitters. Again, another guy that we have to take care, just like everyone in there. But so far, he looks really, really good. Like, watching him that first bullpen, second one today, with the way that ball's coming out is with ease. It's effortless, and it's a good sign. I keep telling him, take it easy here. We got a long ways to go. But yeah, he's a big part of this team. This big part of our bullpen, and we're counting on him as well.